Ben Mayer and Bacon Salika can bring them down in a little better shape the next time.
Come on, bud.
Green, as we work our way through our second day of our second day of the event here in Newcastle. It's our Super Saturday of heat races, and we've got, after Junior B, we've got 3 races left, Masters and the 2 Senior Medium groups. Coming out of I-70 corner, Dave, down the straight one last time. I'll hand it over to you for the start, but hopefully we're going to see our flagman Jason Burgess drop the green on this one.
Yeah, hopefully Jason is happy with the start here. I just want to remind everybody, Al Unser Jr. is going to be here later on this afternoon, I think around 6 o'clock, so make sure you go over and get his autograph, talk to him a little bit. We're watching Jason, and I think Jason's going to give him the green, and we are green, go, go, go! Hammer down, boys and girls. Bacon Zelenka in second place, and we got a bunch of cars in there, actually.
Gosh, he's running one.
And we're clean through 2. Somebody's off the track, but the rest of them are clean. And turn 3, they go out of my sight. I think they're doing just fine so far.
Okay, we all know he's good. Let's look at the pack.
And already the 67 of Ben Mayer with a huge gap on the field. Ben Mayer, everybody behind him, I think, was bumping and banging and spinning and crashing. But Ben Mayer kept it straight, kept it in line, and kept it going.
Okay, dude, let's see who the rest of the people are.
I mean, he's only about a half a lap into it, and he must have a second advantage already on the rest of the field. What a start by Chester, Maryland's number 67, Ben Mayer.
He's still on the track.
Yeah, he's way out front there. He's got to be at least 10 kart lengths ahead of second place. He's doing a fine job. Like Randy said, when everybody else was bumping and dicing, Ben was just pulling forward. Bacon Zelenka started second. He's back in 4th place right now. Ben Mayer still leading.
Come on, Alex. He moved up to 13.
Crossing the stripe for lap 1.
There he is.
And
Yes.
boy, what a
Come on, bud.
start. What a great first lap for the 67 of Ben Mayer. 1.8 second advantage already. Ayrton Grimm, Henry Wheeler, and Bacon Zelenka battle it out for second. And then back to 5th, Austin Olds trying to hang on, but he's got a bunch of company. But Ben Mayer is your leader. And Ben won the first heat. Looks like he's on his way to dominating heat number 2.
Come on,
Certainly one to reckon with for the feature tomorrow. Ben Mayer in our junior class.
The track is definitely getting some dry spots there, Randy. If you see it's really lightening up where it's getting dry, there's a definite dry racing line developing all around the track right now. Ayrton Grimm currently in second. Ben Mayer leading, Ayrton Grimm in second. Henry Wheeler, 02 in third, and Bacon Zelenka, number 45 in fourth.
And once again, we want to thank you racing fans for watching Cup Cards Live today. It's brought to you by Odenthal Racing. Odenthal Racing is the makers of the best Briggs & Stratton 206 motor out in the business, and it's made in the USA.
Also, if you want to learn how to sell your product or get some sponsorship, go talk to Fritz Wilkie. He's in the Noah Stark Engine Works tent today. He's selling his book, and if you buy his book, you're entered into a drawing for an entry for the Cup Cards Grand Nationals number 6 next year.
45, Bacon Zelenka goes purple the last lap, a 128.060. So fastest kart on the track, the 45 of Bacon Zelenka, 128.050. He was actually a half a second quicker than Ben Mayer on that lap. But he's got to get around Grimm and Wheeler if he wants to get up to chase down Ben Mayer. Through the field, Austin Olds runs 5th as he hangs on to a huge group of karts behind him. Hudson Brown, Matthew Miller, Carter Breyer, Travis Barney, and Miles Doherty. That's your top 10 running order. Through the top 15, the 199 of Tanner DeMaster holds down 11th, followed by Jordan Klein, Alex Pope, William Lawler, and Evan Hansen. Right now, probably the driver out there working the hardest is Austin Olds, as he's got about 10 drivers right on his rear bumper for that 5th spot. And he's trying to hang on to it. And they're side by side through the scoreboard corner. It looks like Hudson Brown might have made his way around him. Well, we got 0-2 Henry Wheeler, I think, going up there too. That battle is for that second spot. And we're side by side across the line here.
Alex, see him in the
The
background.
0-2 of Henry Wheeler is closing the gap on Ben Mayer. Wheeler now a little bit quicker than Mayer, and he is closing the gap. Ireton Grimm, Bacon, Zelinka, and it's still Austin Olds hanging on to fifth.
See Bacon Zelenka back there in fourth place, dancing all over the place, trying to figure out a good way to get around third place of Ayrton Grimm. He's unsuccessful so far. Your leader still Mayer, but like you said, Randy, Henry Wheeler is sneaking up.
Track is still about 8 seconds to 9 seconds a lap slower than it would normally be in dry conditions, but part of that, Dave, is because they're still on rain tires, which are not going to get them around as quick as slicks would. But I believe our next class out, Masters, it'll be optional. And as Xander said earlier, I think the option's going to be everybody's going slicks. I think that's going to be the fastest way around the racetrack.
Oh, I absolutely agree with that. Yeah, back when I had the option back in the day, I would always go with slicks too, and the vast majority of the time I made the right decision.
Well, so much for my prediction that Ben Moore was going to dominate. Henry Wheeler is on the charge. The 0-2 of Henry Wheeler rounding I-70 corner right on the rear bumper of Ben Mayer as they head down Long Pond Straight, side by side. Now Wheeler peeks to the inside into turn one, can't quite do it. Halfway home, it's still Ben Mayer, your leader. Henry Wheeler right on the rear bumper. Bacon Zelinka trying to close in. Ireton Grimm and Austin Olds, your top five. In sixth is Matthew Miller. So Austin Olds now moving up, breaking away from the rest of the field. And he's up in fifth, trying to close in on Ireton Grimm.
Yeah, Bacon Zelenka did get around Ayrton Grimm. Bacon Zelenka currently... Bacon Zelenka is up to third place. Ayrton Grimm back to fourth. So your leader still Ben Mayer. Henry Wheeler right behind.
Back there, 16.
Side by side over the hill, and it looks like it's going to be Henry Wheeler taking that top spot over Ben Mayer. They head down into green corner. Here comes here comes
Bacon Zelenka.
Bacon Zelenka to the inside. So Zelenka up to second, and all of a sudden Ben Mayer's back in third, and not that far back is Ireton Grimm as he's trying to close into that lead group. And back in fifth spot, having a good run, Austin Olds.
Good, man. Get back up this fast.
Bacon Zelenka looking on the inside. He's going to make a run for it, and their new leader is Bacon Zelenka. Number 45, Bacon Zelenka, your leader.
Good move by Zelenka. And all of a sudden, they're distancing Ben Mayer. Wheeler and Zelenka, and in order now, Zelenka and Wheeler are gapping Ben Mayer about 5 kart lengths. On track, Ireton Grimm and Austin Olds. All pretty safe there in the top 5 as they go over the jump. And a little ways back, we have Miles Doherty and Matthew Miller, Cooper Perez, Carter Pryor, and Tanner DeMaster. That's your top 10 running order. But we've got about 15 carts all, well, I would say 6 through 15, all pretty close together. Evan Hansen in the 014, running 11th. He's right there in the hunt, as well as William Lawler, Parker DeLong, Hudson Brown, and Travis Varney. Those drivers kind of duking it out for that 6th, 7th, and 8th spot, trying to get their positions for the feature tomorrow. And Ben Mayer's lost the draft.
Here comes your leader again, Bacon Zelenka. 2 laps to go. Number 45, Bacon out front.
Come on, bud.
Henry Wheeler in second. 2 laps to go.
But it's going to boil down to Bacon Zelenka and Henry Wheeler for the win. And Ben Mayer and Ireton Grimm, although they're close together, are about a second and a half back from those top 2. Austin Olds all by himself.
There he is, getting high.
He's going to have a good finish out there. But boy, 8 through about 15, still nose to tail. Those guys still duking it out for those positions.
There's definitely been a fight for 16 and 17, that's for sure.
Bacon's up to about 3 or 4 cart lengths ahead of second place now. He's kind of legging it out just a little bit. There's going to be 1 lap to go this time by. The white flag will be flying for Bacon Zelenka this time by.
Henry Wheeler and Bacon Zelenka. And now Zelenka has gapped about 10 cart lengths on Wheeler. And that may be enough. With about a lap and a half to go in heat number 2 of our junior division. Bacon Zelenka in the 45, the beautiful green machine out there. Now with a pretty nice little gap over Henry Wheeler. The battle for third rages on between the 67 of Ben Mayer and the 21 of Ayrton Grimm as they get around I-70 corner. Here's our leaders down the straight. You can see in the distance Mayer, and now
Just keeps getting faster.
Ayrton Grimm to the inside,
Still holding his
and
position.
Grimm
He's getting
makes the
faster.
pass in turn 1, takes over the 3rd spot. Ben Moore gets shuffled back to 5th. There's Austin Olds coming by in 6th. Back to the front, Dave. It looks like it's going to be a race to be won by Bacon Zelenka as that green machine is on rails out there for heat number 2. He's gapped about 10 cart lengths over Henry Wheeler.
Yeah, Bacon looks every bit of 10 cart lengths ahead. He would have to make some monumental mistake to give this up now. Hopefully he won't. The track is starting to dry. I can definitely see it drying. There's good drying spots on her. There's a good call for the race officials to call for your choice of tires coming up from the next class on through the rest of the day. Here comes Zelenka over the hill, Bacon Zelenka. Just a few more corners for Bacon, and this is going to be his.
Checker flag about to come out for the 45 of Bacon Zelenka.
Here they call, Jason. Here they come. Jason's up on his perch, and he's got the flag, and there's the leap. Bacon Zelenka wins the race, followed not very closely at all by Henry Wheeler. Then we've got Ayrton Grimm and Ben Meyer. 5th place goes to Austin Olds. Then we've got Miles Doherty, Cooper Perez, Matthew Miller, Parker DeLong rather, William Lawler, Evan Hansen, Matthew Miller, Tanner DeMaster, Hudson Brown, Carter Pryor, Travis Barney, and Jordan Klein.
And Alex.
And Alex Pope.
And his fastest lap was lap number 8.